Oh, hello guys. Another day in the workshop. Very welcome to all. Thanks for all the subscribers, all the new subscribers. You make it worth it for me. Not financially. I'm not at that point yet. I don't know what the future might hold, but your interest, your inputs shows me that I'm doing something maybe okay, interesting for you guys. That's good for me. Anyway, welcome. And as you've seen, I have tried on the last episode to and in a sense succeeded in turning single point threading. Doing a bit of that. That's still in a lathe. I have, however, heard a horrible noise when I used the back gear for the first time. That was very concerning, and I did a bit of further investigation because I don't like that sort of sound. I have, like I've seen on videos, grind a Allen key down that would fit in. Oh, this is engaged at the moment. Not the back gear, but the clutch. There you are. There you can see the grub screw, the Allen key head bolt that you have to engage and lift it out of the way to engage the back gear. I have done it, and as I said, that was the first time. Look at the state of my hands. First time I use it. I haven't before started doing this YouTube thing, really changed the belts on the pulleys. Now it's very dirty in here. I plan to clean it all out. I haven't yet, I'm sad to say. But the problem that I have discovered upon further investigation is that, I've got a little handy dandy torch here. If you look down there, right in there, there is a tooth missing. Let me just try and and that is the back gear cluster. So that's why it made that knocking noise. I have looked through the other gears, although it's dirty and greasy. It doesn't look that much damaged. It's just, it actually looks in not a sad state. At the moment the back gear isn't, no, actually is the back gear engaged now? That's you know what, I haven't, since the last time. The back gear is actually still engaged. Since the last time I haven't taken anything, moved anything, so I need to reset that, and I believe for the minute not touch the back gear till I come to service this, because I really want to get on with this hydraulic press. But till I come to probably disassemble the whole lot and change that gear cluster, check all the gears, I shouldn't use the back gear, because the rest is pretty fine. I really need to clean all of this out. At least it's not dry and rusty. It's grease by the looks of it. Now I know I can't remember if I did it. When I got this lathe, I didn't know much about, I mean, I had very basic training on the lathe, and it was more, you know, this section of it, and like I said, very basic. I didn't really, on this section, and it wasn't even a Myford lathe, I haven't done much at all. I saw the nipples and I automatically thought, oh, that's grease nipples. And to be honest, you get a little oil pumping canister with it, with the Myford lathe, and I have used that, but it was filled up with grease already. So the previous owner or whoever used it, as I said, it was in a film, not production company, a construction company that had it, and there was a lot of guys that used it. Not me. I haven't done much in the metal department at that stage, but somebody else has already used the grease on it, probably not read the manual like me. And so, I mean, a lot of this is grease. Saying that, there is grime in there. I need to clean this all out. I need to really give this old machine a bit of love. There's no play, nothing seems to be damaged except that gear. So just a little update on that. That knocking noise, that horrible knocking noise, was, by my guesstimation, the old back air cluster. And there you can clearly see, I don't know if you can see, I can, but there is a teeth missing. Oh, don't know if I need to be happy about it or sad, because a lot of times when I do things, I hear something or I'm not happy with something, and I can't figure out why it is like that, and so I'm happy if I can find it so I can sort it. But in another sense, I would have been happy if I didn't come across this. So first of all, I'll clean this out anyway before I use it again. I'll take the back gear, release that. I wouldn't touch the old black hair. I don't know if I damaged that teeth or somebody before me. I've got no clue. I've got this lathe for quite a long time, but never used the back hair before. I don't really know what that is. I did try it when, obviously, when I bought it. I tried all of the levers and quickly discovered it doesn't want to run when it's in there, and I don't know why. So it's stupid, uninformed, and like I said, it could well have been me. I'm not blaming anybody, but I need to sort it out. So that's on the lathe. I'll do that. The cleaning up, I wouldn't even show the cleaning up. It will just be basic cleaning just to get it going and not using the back gear. Anyway, that's on the lathe. Now, I'm walking like a drunk man, almost fell over. This whole thing, I'm happy that I can turn the thread. Saying that, I need a lot more practice. Now, I don't have bar stock big enough to cover that. That's a 55mm outer diameter. I don't know what that is, but it's bigger anyway. And it's skinnier. So my thoughts was of turning a V and edge, chamfer the edge of it quite a lot, clamp it together and weld it, then turn it down on the outside so it's smooth again. Not major, because I want that body, the thickness there. The thinner I make the walls, the less strength it will have. So, and then turn the inside out, bore it out to the right diameter of the threading. Now that will cover the threading. So in a sense I don't need more than that to start with. Then I have discovered that's in the scrap pile, somebody else's project probably. It's all rusty, it needs cleaning up. I'll do that, all of it. But sort of clamp for a tube. I can clamp that in a 4-jaw, turn the bore out. Okay, so the back here is all cleaned up, still broken. I just clean the gears up, I clean the inside out. I'll change the 2 teeth per, or 2mm teeth or something. I'll change the threading gears over so that I can turn stuff down again. I still need to practice, no doubt about that, but what I'm gonna do first is just work on these discs. As you can see, that is quite rough. The other side is just sawn off. I think it's bar ends that I acquired, I bought at some stage, I can't remember. Anyways, I need a 55mm interior, and this is 57. That's not much. It won't leave me much. I just check that. That's no, that wasn't zeroed. Let's go to 55. I'll set my gauge at 55. You know what? Before I do that, let me go grab the ram. Just make sure. So there's a ram, and actually I want to go up to there. So it's 52.6. I'll set that at 0. 52.6 that I need to cut out, and this. So overall I need to take on the interior 16.3mm 335 if you want it to be. That's really bang on for me. I don't usually work to that precision measurements. I'll say on that I've got a Myford, I struggle pronouncing that. Anyway, I've got a Myford caliper, and I should probably dig it out, start using that for the more precision work. Saying that this isn't precision yet, but I might as well try and start doing things right. So let me dig that out. So there you have it. Let's check the RAM again. See how much different that is. 52.7. So 52.7, I'll zero it there. Yeah. Put that away. And the outer diameter there. So 17.16 on the interior overall difference. Okay. So anyways, I'll switch that off for the minute, lock it down so it doesn't start up by itself. Keep that aside. I need to change the jaws to the outer jaws. So I'll do that quickly and then get you back in. Okay, so I've got that set up. I have locked the carriage off. I have changed the tool out from the boring bar to the cutter. I need some lubrication on there. Put that away. I have oiled everything up. Now if I can find, there's my little can. My Coke can with a lubrication, a little bit of brush, or a little bit of lubrication and a lot of brush. Anyways, that's on there, and I won't worry to clean the rust up. I'll cut it away anyway. So that's it. I need to clean the face up to start with. So I'll start the machine up. I have checked that it runs free. It's in gear actually. It runs free. So start the machine up. And I've got the lead screw engaged. That's it, better. So there we go. It's nice doing a bit of simple work for a change. Tell you what, that threading, guys, makes it look so easy. It's not that easy. Tell you what, that is quite difficult doing that. A lot more than I sort of expected that it won't be that easy, but it definitely isn't. Ow! Now these small shavings, they could be very hard. Oh, some stuff falling over. Still in the picture. Alright, it's quite a bit of cleaning up. Saying that, I probably wouldn't worry too much about the center, because we'll drill all of that out. As we've seen, it's 17 mil overall, so I'll probably only like what's that, 9.5 either side I need contact, so that's just about right. So what I want now is I want to cut a 45 in there. 45, I don't know the 45 cutters, so I can set my compound at 45 and then cut it like that, but I'm just going to do it by hand. It doesn't need to be that bang on. basically on the weld you just want the more the deeper the penetration, the deeper the weld could be, the better. So that's why I'm doing that. So I'll switch that off, swap it over for the other one, and I need to do the very similar sort of thing on the watch out. Now I don't have my gloves on, I've been told off again. Sort of asked for it, I can't blame nobody for it. I do like wearing my gloves, but yeah, it's a bit stupid on a lathe. Anyways, I was hoping nobody noticed it. You guys got sharper eyesight than I sort of expected. I'm not pointing fingers, I'm saying it's me. I did fault. Let me put a bit more oil in here. Just notice there's hardly any oil in my can. I never looked down that hole. It's actually cleaner than I thought it'd be. That's a bit better. Lube it up. Lube it like you like it. Anyways, don't get ideas. Off we go. Although I only want the outer bit to contact, I need to make sure that the inner bit isn't proud, otherwise that's going to push it away. So I want a good weld all the way. So that's good enough there. I need to recreate that V on here. Now before I'm too eager, let me just try the two together. See what I'm thinking. I just want to wipe the swarf off. You know what? That's pretty good for guesstimation. We'll live with that. Switch the machine off. Over to the welder. Okay. So there you have it. The two bars been just V'd off really, and clean the faces up a little. So I need to weld that up, and I'll probably do a couple of welds. Try and do a nice clean weld. Probably quite a high setting for deep penetration. But then I need to clamp it up well so it doesn't pull askew, saying that I will bore it out after, clean the outside off after, so if it is askew, probably wouldn't matter at all. And then after that, think about threading it. So then I'll have to change the gears back again to that gears I had before when I tried that the test trial gears I've got, and then probably practice a bit more. Anyways, I still haven't got the right thread cutting boring bar, so that probably wouldn't happen today, but I can do the preparations on that, as well as the square piece that I plan to fix on somehow. I haven't decided that either. Fix that on here, And actually before I could bore that afterwards, but it would be nice if the bore is good all the way through and then thread this. But then again, it would be nicer if I can thread it straight away through without worrying that my bar connect to anything. That'll be the easy way to do it, for me anyway. So I'll do that. Okay, so here we go. We're on the bench in the vise, and the welder is started up. I want quite a hot burn on it, and I'm gonna do that. It's all connected. Yeah. Well, we'll give that a bit of time to cool down. There's a bit of smoke coming up, but saying that, the fan is drawing it out nicely. It's not even coming close to me, so that works well. Alright guys, I'll give it a bit of time to cool off before I handle it. I'm not going to put it on a tap, so it's cooled down enough now for me to handle it with my bare hands. And we got a proper old weld on there. Just tapping all the loose flux off. Now I really would like to be able to grip it nicely, but it's got all of these little dingleberries on it, as I call it, which isn't nice really. I can't grip it on the inside because I don't have a hole for it, so it would be on the outside. I think I'll just clean it up, and I've got a wire brush on the old emery wheel. See if that makes a lot of difference. So I've got it chucked up again, and yeah, there is a bit of run out. Not too worried about that at the moment. I'll clean that up. And we'll get a square round block, as funny as it sounds. I'm actually quite serious about it. Yeah, there's a bit of vibration. We'll clean that up as well. Now the cutting that free, cleaning that up was very noisy and a lot of vibration, so I've cut the sound out of that, and I did speed it up anyway by about 3 times, but yeah, that was way too noisy, and actually I don't really like the sound of that, you know, doing that cutting, but it had to be done. Okay. First, take care of the splinter in my finger. It's gloves free and way too soft. Anyways, I need to start making a hole in there. I need to find a center first. Saying that, I think I want to open the jaws up so that I could step it up and don't mistakenly drill into the I'll say, yeah, let me drill that first while it's set up like that. Okay, that gives me a start. Now, if I want to open it up a little, I can, the jaws I'm talking about, but I could also find the center with a drill bit at the moment, or I can put a revolving center in there, or a solid center even. Let me open the jaws up. I need to move this over. That's locked. Like that. See if the center is still in the center. Let me just run this forward. Okay, that seemed to be still in the center, so I'm happy with that. You just back it off a little and I'll start it up again, see what's it like. It might have moved slightly, but it's still good. Okay, so I'm going to put another bit in there. A small bit just to run it through first, and then I'll open the hole up gradually to the final size. Now this one I need to go straight through with that. I can just run it straight through the center. That's it, we broke through. I want to change the bit to a bigger size and re-drill that. Okay, I don't know what's the condition of this bit. I do have some bigger bits even, but I'll just open it up to this first. Because the bigger bits, it's also that I got with the lathe. Most of them are hardly ever used. I haven't even touched most of them. So yeah, bit of oil on there. And off we go. And we broke through. Lovely. Now I need to open it up even more because I want to get the boring bar in and open that up quite a bit. So now I need to see what sort of bigger bits I've got. So I'll go search for that, then come back for you. That's a big old drill bit. That's about an inch. I lock the tailstock off. And that broke through. Lovely. Now that should be big enough for my boring bar to open it even more. Lovely. Put that drill bit away, make a little bit of space, and this is probably really hot. Don't want to touch that.
Look at the position of that brush. I'm oiling up the machine more than the drill bit. I'm all over the place again.
Bare hands or not. It's just awful things, these sharp little cuttings. Okay. Okay, so you set up above the lathe. I have reduce the speed via the gears to the lead screw drastically so that I can stop this in time, hopefully. So this is probably a good place to set up my boring bar so that I can see, not boring bar, saddle stop. Ah, there you go again. I'm at the loss for words again. My carriage stop. There you go, I got it at last. Hell, I'm bad. I just sometimes, I just don't know the words for, I don't know, for anything. It's been a while since I learned to speak, and I don't know, I'm just thinking out the excuses at the moment. So I've set it further than it's supposed to stop, so that I can see if it's about 2 mil away, I'm through. So that gives me a bit of time. So what I want to do now is just check the speed of the lead screw. That seems good. Yeah, that's nice and very slow. I like that, so that will give me a good cut. Now I want to go back. I just want to like get it to touch her face, and before I do that I just want to make sure the tool is proper and secure. Good, less vibration is good on boring, well, on anything really, not like I usually do it. I need to sort out this lathe because the vibration on it is quite bad. There's too many things that's got play in it, saying that I love the cut of that. That's very nice and clean. There's only a light cut, but I do like it. I can check my carriage stop. Don't get your finger in there. I can see it also through this gap, so I would be able to see it coming through actually. And there you have it. I'm only cutting inwards. Alright, so remember you gotta wind the tool post out instead of in. I have taken a bigger cut there, but it seems to handle itself still very well. I like the slow speed. Unfortunately, without the back gear I wouldn't be able to cut threads that speed. It's just the way it's been set up. I do a 20 thou cut at a time. It's going to take ages, but there you go. Better safe than sorry. I've been sorry a few times. I do like this. Controlled, I like this. Okay, so we are coming close to dimensions now. We only got 2 millimeters, just over 2.2 millimeters overall. Sorry, 2.85 millimeters, 2.9 millimeters overall we need to take off. So it's getting really close now. So I'll start taking lighter passes. Now it is hot. My tongue is hot, so I can expect that the hole would be slightly smaller when it cool down. So, but I'm not too worried at that at the moment. I'll just take lighter passes, get it close to. .2 millimeters, so getting close. I mean, in my terminology that is almost bang on. My engineering terms, it's far off still. I don't usually work to that close to dimensions. Estimations is good for me, so about it'd be good practice anyway to start working to finer measurements. I don't know if you can see right in the center there's a joint, and as it goes past you can hear it rubbing against it. It's probably the welding that came through. I keep an eye on the carriage stop. When it's close to where I wanted it, I don't let it run into the carriage stop. So 0.7, 0.8 mil overall still to go. So I'll go try that. Try not to overshoot it now. It does cut on the back, you know, on the back, pulling that back. It's 0.3 millimeters. Now, on purpose, I don't wind it back in after I've cut it, because if I want to do a skin pass like now, it's 0.04 of a oh sorry, this is a little bit all over the place. 1.15 of a millimeter, so we're getting there. I'm just going to do a skin pass, so I won't adjust anything. I will just run it through on exactly the same settings, because obviously you've got flex in the boring bar. You always got flex in the boring bar. Add on if I want to. Probably need to. .02, 0.08. We push it in 0.07, 8, 9. So we're getting really close now. Loving it. So actually I'm not going to touch it again, and I'll send it through the same exact measurements, same settings, no measurement settings. I'll send it through, and I'll probably pull it back on the same, just put it in reverse and do a back cut as well. should be very close to the size it is supposed to be on. Well, you got to see this. I've got some bad news, guys. Without pushing any buttons, okay, it moved now, was on 0 all the way, but we are there, and sort of spot on even. And that on the Mototoyo, where is the name there, a good caliper, fancy one. So that's supposed to be trusted. What I'll do is I'll just skim through the on the face, and then bring it out on the outside. I'll give it a light skim as well to try and clean that up a little. Saying that, it's going to be a hydraulic press. It doesn't need to be super nice, but might as well. So by doing that, by not changing your settings, moving your part, you got a 90-degree angle there. So that face is 90 degrees to that face. Now I don't want to move the part again. I'll move the tool, put another tool on, and on the same setup, just run it on this face. Because then I can swing it around and just clean up the other face. They say a 3-door truck, you would always lose your, well, most trucks anyway, even if it's high precision. Now the guys that work to the high precision saying that I could probably reckon myself under that, but getting a big head, you know what, every time I had a big head, it bites me in the rears, let's say that. I'm just well impressed with that. It's not often that you get that close to what you're aiming for. Now this cutter has seen its worst. I'm gonna just undo the, that's a nice thing about an insert. You get a bit more life out of it. This is a very tough bit anyway, tip. I do use it often, and I know guys do mess about with different materials, different cutters. That's not me really. I don't. I mostly just cut with something that I like. If it works, I'm happy. Just make sure everything is locked down, because I don't want bits flying about. I bring the chair closer so I can sit here now. Again, while I was boring, there was some hot bits flying everywhere, and so I got off and stood to the side and just kept an eye on it. Okay, here we go. Not in gear. I mean the lead screw. I thought it's a bit weird. Let's do a clean cut on that. The other tip was really blunt. Now this is still hot, bits flying, but you know what, I'll just sit it out. I'm not going to do that in fast. Take the bits away. Oh, that is really hot, and I'm covered with it. Okay, so that finish is not too bad. To check if it fits in a bowl. Now, as I said, the guys were nice enough to show me how deep to cut that thread, and now this is good enough. Of course, let me bring the boring bar out. Not the boring bar, the Mititoyo. Now that reminds me of a lot of things, but nothing of a caliper. Mititoyo. Anyways, that should fit according to this. So, although it's not that hot anymore, I'm gonna have to take it out. Let's see. Now, it's not because I'm bragging or anything, it's just that is a beautiful fit. Now, I wonder the other side. No, of course it won't, because the threads are slightly higher than that, because you're reforming the material. The threads are slightly higher than that, but that face is higher than that face as well. So anyways, it fits nicely on there, exactly what I wanted. I just need to clean this up as well, because I'll probably weld on some bracing to the top of that anyway, on the top of the what's the name, hydraulic press. So let me put this back in the chuck. I'm not too worried about marring that face, and I'm not going to over clamp it either. I might be able to feed it in at an angle, so I should in theory be able to finish this. I'm not going to worry too much about the pitting of the welding. Almost dropped it. As you can see, there's some slight pitting. This thing is really solid, heavy duty. It's just under 3/8. No, yeah, it's just under 3/8. I reckon it's about 8 mil. Let's see. Let me get the ruler out. That was my rough guesstimation. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. Well, that's just under 4. Yeah, just under 3/8. About 5/16. So this is quite thick material, heavy duty. So I need to cut the inside the threader out, and then I'll probably gussets, make them up, and then I need to plant on the square bit probably. and then yeah, finish off the top of that hydraulic press. Saying that, there is a lot more to do to it, like finishing and all of that. Guys, I think that's gonna be it for the day. Thank you very much for joining me again. You have a very good evening, and as always, forgive me, but I gotta say it, God bless.